Internet, and welcome to That Silverline Show on Tuesday. I'm your host, Tim TK, and joined as always by Jose Fuentes.
Hey, everybody.
And Brent Larson.
And joining occasionally.
And potentially waiting on another guest who should be able to pop in there whenever they feel like it. So hopefully soon. And then I need to this.
And we will not be joined by Dave. Dave had to take some time off.
Yep, Dave is currently dealing with some stuff at home. And I believe Ron is also taking the week off since it is our drawing episode. Brent has decided to join us as our professional vamper. So he'll be roasting us as we go along. If our guest joins us, it'll be three of us going. If you don't know, I am just a writer. So
that's not true. You're a writer, and you've been professionally trained on inking.
Exactly. I've been professionally trained on inking, and then I also
It's okay. You can tell us.
Do paint minis, but yeah, I have not touched a Sketchpad in about a month and a half. So we'll see how this goes. All right. And Ron Fourier has also joined us.
Howdy, y'all.
There you go. So I don't know if Ron is also planning on joining us for drawing. He may also just be vamping with Brent and roasting us as we go along. Traditionally for comic speed drawings, the artist is requested to do what's currently hot, what's currently cool, or perhaps their favorite or your favorite characters. As this is the end of the year, I figured we'd do a year in review. So there will be some stuff specifically about what's cool in comics right now. We're the currently best-selling comic franchise. So if you've been following the trends, you probably know what that is right now. However, it's just going to turn into cursed memes at a point. So we'll see how that goes. Jose actually has his camera gibbed up. I'm going to be finagling my webcam down over my Sketchpad at some point because I'm in a kind of a cramped space, so I do not have my painting set up here when I stream painting.
Doesn't have official NORAD set up yet?
No. But yeah, it's kind of just a computer and then tons of craft and maker supplies. We have our Cricut and all that other stuff over there. Yeah. But I'm trying to kill time because Addie may be joining us. However, it's very possible that I forgot by this point. I'm not sure.
Worst case scenario, Tim and I are going to make fools of ourselves, and I expect some amazing banter from Ron and Brett.
Exactly.
Banter on command is the worst.
Oh, good.
You should always have at least a good 6 in the belt, in the holster, ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, stockings. Who knew, right?
Yes. Well, I mean, if nothing else, it's a chance to work on your tight 5, but make it a loose 50. I'm not sure how much longer I can keep this vamping going, and I've not heard back from Roland on whether or not they're joining us. So we may just jump into it with our first prompt and spend some time talking about it before we get into Jose and I speed drawing. I have roughly 6-ish prompts, and that gives us enough time that we spend 5 to 10 minutes per thing. We should be able to get through a majority of them before the hour is up. But if we end up speeding through something, we'll have buffer.
And just so if you guys remember us playing Jackbox, this can only end badly.
Yes. Okay. Well, let me go ahead and pull up my reference. So the first prompt we have for us, Jose, is speed drawing any of the absolute characters. So,
Ooh, okay.
yes. So I'm just gonna pull up a quick Absolute Superman reference. But yes, if you've been following comics, the current best-selling by a mile title right now is Absolute Batman, followed by Superman and Wonder Woman. Currently, they are doing gangbusters. It's the most the comics have sold in a long time.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
and they're very good. But I'm also trying to find something that is roughly within my skill level, which, as we established, is not. But there you go. I expect Jose to thoroughly thrash me on this one, but we'll see how it goes.
You could probably start with the Batman logo. That's always
See, well, the Absolute Batman logo is much easier because it is just that giant brick with like those like, spikes on it.
Right.
Okay.
Are we good to go?
Mine might be inverted, but we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Have you guys actually read any of the Absolute books?
I'm collecting the big three. I haven't read Absolute Martian Manhunter yet, but I'm collecting all of the big three, and then I'm waiting for Absolute Green Arrow next year.
I've only read Superman.
Green
It's pretty good, but it's also hard to say because it's definitely not your dad's Superman. So
No.
I almost have to read it as if it's not a Superman book. It's just an interesting sci-fi premise kind of thing. So
that's fair. I mean, I've been liking the Absolute series in general because they didn't make the heroes themselves grimdark. They kind of kept them still kind of true to their core, but just made the world around them darker. So it almost makes them feel even more hopeful in a way.
Yeah. I still haven't made up my mind because I have read some Absolute Batman too, and it's like basically it is definitely a 21st century version of what we thought we knew. So, billionaires are out, corporations are out, or bad corporations as villains are in. The working man definitely in.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm still waiting for like
a construction
absolute. Yeah, I know. So I don't know. There's a part of me that's just like, this feels kind of like a comic for our times, which always makes me skeptical because I'm like, comics should transcend time. But what do I know?
There's some of that, but also like if you think about like how Captain America got started, right? It was very much of the moment, and then I think the real test will be if they can transcend like Captain America and some of the classics could. Anatomy is hard, guys.
Real.
You're doing great so far. From my perspective, it looks like the bottom of a bell, maybe. I mean, that's very nice. And
the thing about Absolute Superman is that he's much leaner, which I kind of dig. But I definitely gave him like Brock Lesnar arms, and it's not the case. That was a good trim down a little bit.
Jose, your screen seems intentionally blurry. Are you doing that because of your lack of confidence in your work right now, or?
I mean, maybe. Call me out like that. No, it's so. Can you? It's still like light, right? You can see it's super light.
Yeah, it actually doesn't look like there's anything there.
Okay, so I tend to work with 2H lead to begin with.
I'm working with 6B lead right now.
6B? Like that's super soft, dude.
Exactly.
I don't even go that soft normally. I think. Let's see. Is it 2B? What do I have? 4B. That's the softest I go is a 4B.
Where you're at, you can you can do your work, and then where I'm at is I do my draft, and then I erase the entire thing, start over, and then cry. Wow,
yeah, you're an artist, all right.
Yeah. What are legs? I mostly when I do draw, I mostly do things very like. I grew up drawing flash animation type things. It's like Tankman, Pico. If you're an internet kid, you probably recognize what they are. If you're older, maybe not. So like my actual like realism and understanding of anatomy was not. It's something I'm currently working on. Thank you, YouTube.
Dude, YouTube is the best stepdad in the whole wide world.
Yeah.
Huh. Well,
hear me out. YouTube will teach you how to change oil, how to check your brakes, how to check your fluids. You know what I mean? How to reprogram your computer, how to fix your computer. Best stepdad ever.
It also helps you to see the new Avengers Doomsday trailers without having to go see Avatar.
Yes.
Okay, hear me out. I've not even seen one. Like,
wait, say that again?
On purpose, I haven't even seen one.
That's there's something you said about that. But I've only seen the clips of James Marsden as Cyclops.
Really?
The return with the
that's about it.
Yeah, we got the biblically accurate eye beam where they've confirmed that Cyclops without the visor could reach Omega level.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Good Lord, what is hair shapes?
Yeah. I'm excited, but man, I mean, we're still talking a year out. So
yeah.
It's a long time.
Brent, have you ever, besides like the standard doodling, have you spent any time kind of drawing for yourself, just kind of messing around with things?
Yeah. In fact, I think I might have some art here. Yeah. In fact, this will be a treat for all of you guys watching the show. So this is the first story I wrote, The Dark Knight.
Nice.
With let me see. Yeah, baby. This is the height of my artistic endeavors. I think this is fourth grade.
What is that technical? What was it? Technical prowess.
Here's a hospital. Okay. And then a phone. This is man, that is very ill-looking phone. Okay, and then this is a policeman. And that is me. That is my art. So, yeah. This is also the first thing I ever wrote. And I think it was then that I learned if I was going to do anything like that, it would have to be with words.
There'd have to be a collab somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm fully aware of the fact that when I say writing is a really hard thing to do, I'm not accounting for how long it takes for someone to actually draw and ink and color the stuff that I write. So maybe it's harder. I don't know.
I just saw an interview on YouTube a couple days ago that, segued into this conversation, which I found absolutely fascinating. Again, it's like most creative people find their niche, but at the same time, there is a longing to do something else creatively. And, just what you were talking about, Brent, when I grew up, my mom my mom was an artist, and she taught me some rudimentary skills of drawing, and I would do a lot of sketching, made my own little comic books, what have you. And by the time I got to high school, I could pretty much do portrait sketches of my friends, family members, or whatever, that actually looked like them. But again, this isn't, graphics. This isn't, full body, figures in motion and doing the stuff that, I've become familiar with being this, comic book fanatic from the time I was 5 or 6 years old. And like yourself, by high school, it was a case of realizing whatever, skills I have aren't ever going to cut it as a professional, commercial artist. I just, that's not going to happen. And so like yourself, it was like, okay, well, I'm going to shift to the storytelling part of all this. Kicker is graduate from high school, go in the service, come out of the service 4 years later, and go to the University of New Hampshire to try out college and see if, it's going to be a fit for me or whatever. And the dean suggested in my admittance interview that I take a few night classes to get used to being back in the classroom again. So I ended up taking a class in world history, but then I saw they had a class in sketching and drawing. And remembering those old days of the pencil sketching and doing the portrait sketches, I signed up for that because in the back of my mind was the thought that, you know what, if somehow or other I can make this dream come true of becoming a comic book writer, it would probably behoove me to learn some of the language of the art world.
That makes
what
sense.
It's about, what artists have to go through, paraphernalia, their perspectives, and those kind of things, And so I took this one semester in sketching and drawing. Got a B+ in it, I think, or whatever. The teacher left a note on my last paper saying that I was obviously heavily influenced by graphic artwork. Yeah, sure, okay. But it's held me in really good stead because learning to do that, to draw various things, as well as I could, once I started writing scripts and started turning them in, which I was doing at the same time. Once I was out of the military, I kept doing that. But I had learned that one semester, that art thing paid off so much to me in writing my scripts, to the point where over the years, I've had so many artists that I've worked with come back and say, man, your scripts are really visual.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to think it's because I understand that language a lot more because of, again, my own, rudimentary skills, but studying it as well.
That is time, Jose.
What?
Well,
that is time.
There we go.
All right. Well, let's make Jose's full screen here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
That's on a girdle. That's like a superhero girdle.
That's that's
Absolute Bang.
Absolute Bane.
Yeah.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
He has like a semi leathery something or another, depending on who draws. Basically his waist goes all the way up to the bottom of his pecs.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then here is
like Roman armor or whatever. That's what makes me think of it.
Superman.
Yeah. I mean, I benefit from the logo.
Yeah.
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 I like it.
There we go.
I wasn't even gonna tackle Superman. Superman's rough for me.
Superman's the one that I've had the most exposure to, so at least I'm familiar with his silhouette the most. Yeah. Okay.
Cool, guys. Nice work.
All right. So what's
Again, I
next?
applaud you.
All right. Here's our next one. This is in honor of David. This is a hero with a mustache. It could either be canonical mustache or a fan inspired mustache.
Hero with a mustache.
Yes.
Wow.
Can you just draw any hero and then put a mustache on said hero?
You could. You could also know if you know a hero that keeps one on.
Okay.
We will also accept anti-heroes. Let's see.
I mean, you can do Green Arrow. I mean, Green Arrow's got the mustache and the goatee.
The classic one, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Tony Stark.
I mean,
Tony Stark right up
I was
front.
almost tempted to pick up Bueno from DC Comics, but that might be a bit much.
Okay.
Can you draw a Spider-Man with a mustache on his mask?
Oh, yeah. Actually, wait, hold on. Give me an idea. Something that is within my wheelhouse, since it's kind of like drawing Tankman, which, if anyone grew up on Newgrounds, you might have seen my Tankman. There you go. All right.
Did you do any traveling over Christmas, Ron?
Actually, no. Christmas was here with the family. Really, a little quiet, normal Rockwell thing, if nothing else. With my son and his wife, whom we live with. And then our grandkids came over, my grandson Alex, my granddaughter Cora, and her husband Calvin. And so it was the five of us. And we had our Christmas Eve, because the kids are going to be visiting other family members the following day. Cora and Cal going up to Wyoming to see his side of the family and stuff like that. So Christmas Eve, we had our party and unwrapping our Christmas gifts and all that, which was really, really a lot of fun. Cora and Calvin really surprised me. They got me an American flag, all right, which had been flown over the Capitol on Veterans Day.
Oh, nice.
So I got it in, a traditional flag wooden case, right? Folded up triangular as it's supposed to be, and a certificate of authenticity, which I really appreciated. I've got it on one of my back shelves on top here in my office. So yeah, that really surprised me. It was a really, really nice and thoughtful gift.
That's great.
And then I got a video that I have wanted to see for ages. During, I think it was the 70s, was the height of like the Kung Fu craze in this country.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Okay. And the Hong Kong guys, the Run Run Shaw brothers, basically got a hold of Peter Cushing and got him over there to make a movie of basically Kung Fu fighters taking on vampires. And it's called The Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires, or some such thing like that. It's the ultimate B movie of all times, right? And I have heard of it all these years, but never ever got to see a copy of it. And my son found it on Amazon, a special edition Blu-ray copy.
Wow.
So I haven't watched it yet, but I am chomping. I really, really am. Okay. And of course, Valerie goes, "You're watching that by yourself."
Yeah.
There's certain movies that just has to happen like that.
I love B movies. Have you guys ever heard of a B movie that came out, I want to say maybe 3 years ago, called The Man Who Killed Hitler and Then Bigfoot?
No.
Yes, I've heard of this movie.
It's a real film. I have a copy of it. The thing that blows my mind about this thing is they went and got Sam Elliott to star in it.
Right.
Okay, so you can't go bad with Sam Elliott. Give me a break, all right?
I know. He's awesome.
Again, king of the B movies. This is too cool.
Hmm.
What about you, Brant? Any surprises from Santa?
Not really. I got some books. Have you guys ever heard of the book Save the Cat?
Yes.
No.
It is it's funny. It started out as a book. It's basically a writing book for screenwriters. It kind of breaks.
I think Brett disconnected a little bit there.
Having a streaming issue.
Yeah.
The cat got a hold of him.
Nope.
Brent, come back.
Yes.
Oh Lord, we got like 3.5 minutes. Okay. Three and a half minutes today.
I hear you.
All right.
Trying to put the pressure on. I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So where's David tonight? I thought you'd have been perfect to do this.
So
He's currently doing some
yeah,
stuff at home. Yeah.
he had some stuff going on. He wasn't able to make it. Just keep him in your
Well,
prayers, Ron. Keep him in your prayers.
Yeah.
Well, I will definitely do that then. Count on it. So how was your Christmas, Tim?
That was pretty good. Got the standard money from the family type deal or some extent. So I went through and got the Marvel role-playing game books since they're on sale.
All right.
The multiverse one?
Yes.
Dude, that's dope.
Yeah. So those are arriving. Got some sweet other tech stuff, but mostly just enjoyed time with family. Lots of good food.
Yeah. What you're saying that made me think. After we'd opened up our gifts and we'd had dinner, we're sitting around the living room, and my son's got TV on and just playing, ridiculous commercials or whatever. And somebody brought up last year's Christmas with the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yes, that's a
That's
classic.
So,
Just saw that.
so half of the family hadn't seen it. So we dug it up. We found it at Disney and we pulled it up and we all watched it. Some of us the second time around, and we were laughing our asses off. Okay, that whole bit about going to Earth and finding Kevin Bacon, kidnapping.
Yeah, the one that got me was Nebula's present to Rocket. Is that Bucky's arm? He's like, yeah, whatever. Like, no way.
To me, that's a Christmas classic. We're probably going to make that a tradition now and watch it every year,
Yeah, we do that one. Violent Night, Red One. If you haven't seen that one, it's quite funny as well.
Round one?
Red One. It has
Oh,
J.K.
yeah.
Simmons and Chris Evans.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Brent is back.
And it's a book about how you can take screenwriting and break it down into several different steps or beats. That's what Save the Cat is. So anyway, turn into this whole writing franchise on this is how you can use the Save the Cat steps to write screenplays. Here's how you can use it to write for television. And I got a book called Save the Cat Writes a Novel. And then I got another one that said Save the Cat Writes Horror. So I'm really I'm reading those books whenever I can get the time. So
Go, Kalis is taking a whole new turn.
yes.
Okay. Well, time in 5 seconds.
Whoa.
There it is.
Okay.
All right.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah.
that is awesome.
That's so
Huh.
good.
I
Great
just read those
job.
for the first time. I just finished reading them a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
those-
if it's, Jose was talking about earlier about how for Christmas he had, was it your nephew?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
So he
bought
got
my nephew for Christmas. I bought him the volume 2 for the omnibus of Invincible. because he told me he had volume 1 of the omnibus, but what he actually had was volume 1 of the trade. I'm like,
oh, he's got a ways to go.
There we go. Yeah.
oh, nice.
Oh, very nice.
With that Dum Dugan mustache.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Stash pool.
Yes. That's a little more my speed is fully masked characters.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Dude, you hit me at like masked heroes or whatever. I'm like, like I know there's several, but it just for the life of me, the first thing I thought of was Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
And then from Tom Selleck, I went to wait. Omni-Man has a Tom Selleck mustache.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I practiced the Rob Liefeld School of Art, and that I don't really do anatomy, but I'm great at silhouettes and general shapes. Okay. So of course, that comes from the fact that mustaches got cool on Instagram again this year. But also was cool on Instagram this year was aura farming.
What?
Which is the idea of taking a photo or something either in a setting, like a public setting or in a group setting or whatever, or just out in the open, and posting up in a pose or flexing for no real reason. Let me see if I can grab a visual thing here to share my screen first to give you a...
I have never heard of that, but I don't spend a lot of time online.
The classic meme for this is if you're the guy who's like hitting the piccolo pose in the middle of the group setting, or also came from this kid who's a row captain who was just dancing the entire time. But yeah, so that's aura farming, is just striking the pose when it's absolutely uncalled for.
Okay, for the record, it's always called for.
Yeah.
We are comic book creators, Tim. Striking the pose has to happen.
Exactly. So this next prompt is draw a hero or comic or character aura farming.
So, in other words, if you just draw a comic book character striking any kind of pose and then like draw a 7-Eleven behind them, then you have officially achieved your goal. Is that kind of it?
Kind of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. I kind of wish I knew how to draw. I think it would have saved me some.
I mean, I don't know how to draw, and I'm still in here.
Yeah, I see your point. Learning how to draw. I don't know if it ever. Jose, has learning how to draw helped you in life, or has it hurt?
I mean, in school, it gave me less friends. Oh gosh, dude, come on.
I was watching an interview with Matthew Mercer from Critical Role fame, talking about how he actually originally got started before he got into voicing. Was he liked drawing and doing that in school, and that's how he kind of got his creative itch, was drawing D&D characters. But one of the things that he realized that there wasn't really much of a market for drawing D&D characters with your dude friends at school. So he realized he could make money by drawing boobs.
Drawing what?
By drawing boobs, just trying the.
Okay.
So that's what he did to make money during high school. Although he did say that he got a lot of requests also from, once other people found out, members all across the gender spectrum started asking him to draw various X-Men naked. Wolverine was very popular.
Really?
Yeah.
Not surprised by that.
I don't miss high school at all. On a separate note.
And my son says the same thing. He's like, I was like, there's aspects about not so much high school, but like my friends in high school that I missed. They're like, man, it would be cool to do this and that again. But the aspect of high school, no thanks.
Yeah.
Well, I had a blast in high school. I was so glad to be out of middle school, get out of that whole thing. And the high school I went to was a Catholic high school that serviced like 4 different towns. So it was like, a real taste of more little, sophisticated approach to what you're used to in our small town, because suddenly you're thrown into classrooms with kids you didn't know at all. You met that first day in freshman class. And it was in high school. We were talking earlier, I was telling you about my rudimentary drawing skills, but it was in high school that I changed gears and really focused on writing in a big way, to the point where I came under the influence of a phenomenal nun who was my English teacher, and immediately realized how much I loved writing, and literally became my mentor for the next 4 years. So, funny story to tell you in that is, by the time I get to my junior year, I'm writing short stories and assignments in class. Whenever we had to do essays for homework or whatever, I am doing extras because it's who I am. I love writing. So if the teacher would ask for an essay, I would turn into a 3. A book report, I'd turn into a 3. Okay.
What?
So halfway through my junior year, all right, one day coming out of class, a couple of the football team members are standing in the hallway and start walking down the hallway, right? And if you know high school, it's cliquish. And I know these guys, but, hey, like, we're not buds. And one of them puts his arms around my shoulder and goes, you really like writing essays, don't you, Ron? I said, yep, I do. Would you write one for me? At which point I turned around and said, how much?
Exactly.
There you go.
So by the end of my junior year and senior year, I was writing essays for $5 a pop.
Wow.
It was a little side business, and maybe the beginning of my professional career. Who knows?
Yeah.
You
But
know,
I would guarantee at least a B. Okay. So, made a lot of friends. Made a lot of friends on the football team. Let me tell you.
Huh. Did you have to change the voice to make it sound more?
The subject matter. I mean, especially if we were in the same class, I would just change the subject matter totally. And you're right, I would change the voice. Basically, the first thing I would do that night was write my own essay, all right, which again came pretty easy to me. Whatever research I had to do, we had a nice, this is the days before the internet, okay, folks. We had a nice Encyclopedia Britannica. I'd do my research, and then I'd sit down, rough it out, and do my essay. But in the course of researching, I would find elements from a different, perspective, and I'd keep those notes. I'd finish my essay first, then the second essay I'd write, or the third, would be on those other aspects of that subject matter. So again, a variety of essays. And I think Sister Ramunda, had a sneaky suspicion of what I was doing. Okay, I know she did. All right, but she looked the other way. She was a gem. She was a real gem. Yeah.
Well, that's time.
Okay, hear me out.
Here we go.
I went with the understanding of, striking a pose and whatnot. So I did a kid doing the Spider-Man pose on
Nice.
on a table for dinner.
Yeah.
Way to go, Jose. That's awesome. That's cool.
I did the Scott Summers posted up on the bench.
Oh.
There you go.
I kind of lost it on the arms there, but the flow of the body.
He's got that Hank McCoy exercise routine going on.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Here's one that I'm not sure how much experience Jose has gotten. But being a dad, I imagine it's come up at least once. One of the biggest trends of this year that has cursed many of us to no end is that of the Labubu.
Oh. Yeah.
No idea.
Bro. Have you ever seen? They used to have them. I remember seeing them at New York City Comic Con. Like probably the first time I ever saw them. The Fuglies, and they're like these like nasty, ugly looking like stuffies and whatnot. Like the ones I saw. Dude, look at that thing.
Okay.
And Ron may remember these, but you remember Monchichi, Ron?
I remember them.
The old it looks like a demented Monchichi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no comic book time on this one required. It's just draw Labubu.
Oh.
This is like I could have been a plumber. Huh.
Okay.
Hey Ron, have you ever conducted a flash fiction exercise?
I've done a couple of pieces of flash fiction. If by that you mean, Brant, something like, really short and fast.
Like someone gives you a prompt, kind of like what Tim's doing, but it's, like a stranger on a train, and you just take
off from that. Yeah.
10 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes and just write a story.
Yeah, I've done one or two of those. I had a friend in Florida, an artist friend, and he wanted to do some sketching based on, flash fiction stories. So he emailed me one day and said, can you give me something science fiction-y on a train? And, we're talking like about 200 to 300 words, and that's it. That's all you want, so boom. So, yeah, I just sat down and saw the image in my head of what I wanted to do. Then it was a case of writing it down quickly without giving it a second thought. Then when I was finished with it, because basically this takes like 10 minutes, right? Typing it out, you look and you get 200 words or whatever. And then was just a case of going through it and paring it down and making the narrative, work, that it was linear, that people knew what the hell was going on when they started reading it till you get to the end. But it's tough. That's bare bones storytelling. How about yourself?
I've done quite a few with my colleagues. We would sometimes do it just to kind of have a quick writing outlet and a nice sense of juice from doing something purely creative for no reason. And they're fun. I've actually found when I do a flash fiction exercise, I'm writing out of a part of my brain that I never go to otherwise. And it's really, there's ideas that just go off like fireworks in my head versus if I'm really trying to sit and hammer out a plot or tell a serious story. It's, I'm engaging all the things I've learned about structure and stuff. But when I do a flash fiction exercise, that all goes out the window.
Right.
It's pure imagination. So
that's essentially what this is me forcing myself to do drawing practice and co-opting my friends into it. It is that thing where if you like I forgot what the actual saying is. What was like the gasoline of creativity or the fuel of creativity is limitations. And so it's the same idea of we just give ourselves like, all right, this is your thing. You have 5 minutes, go. And you kind of lose all sense of perfectionism. It's just, okay, I have to accomplish the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Well, I was, I alluded to it a little earlier. The horror writer, Dean R. Koontz, has got an hour-long video on YouTube on writing a master class. And I've listened to the first like 25 minutes, but I was struck with the fun of it. Was he talked about his early career to the interviewer about writing an outline for his publishers, and the fact was, and I was aware of this, that back 20, 30 years ago, publishers would ask you for an outline, and based on the outline that you gave them, they'd give you an advance. So that's how writers made, how you paid the bills until you finished the book and got the final payment. You got paid in advance based on the outline. But it's like he says, I'm working like that for a couple of years, writing, getting published and whatever. But what's happening is, he says, more and more I'm writing and the creative process starts to take over, and my characters don't want to follow the outline.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Oh no, this doesn't work. I got to go this way. I got to go that way, right? And he said, you find yourself backed into a corner until eventually it's like, well, the hell with it. I got to do what the characters want. Okay, this is the better story. This is the better idea. He said, then I turn it in, and the editors would get upset with me. Well, this isn't the outline you gave us. He says, after you start butting heads with them after a while, he says, I sat down with my agent and told him flat out, that's it, I'm done with the outlines. Okay, it's ridiculous because they're not going to get the outline. All right, I'm a creative soul. I have an idea, I think about it, I sit down on the PC and I start writing, and that's the way I work. From that point on, he said he basically sits down, writes X number of hours a day, and then the following day before the new stuff, he meticulously edits and proofs what he's done the day before, and gets that juice flowing, and then writes the next couple of hours, the next day again. So he's basically rewriting and changing every day, but the new stuff is always free. There's no, again, let these characters come to life. And he was talking about the latest book he's writing, and it blew my mind, Brent. It blew my mind. He's writing a first-person story by a character with an IQ of 75. And I went, oh, Lord. Okay? And the interviewer just looked at him and says, that had to be hard. It was. It really was, okay? He says, I had to be aware of vocabulary. I had to be aware of perspective, of his limited knowledge, his limited IQ, how he saw the world, but at the same time affected other characters in a certain way. And the book hasn't been published yet, but I can tell you, the minute I see it on the stands, I'm picking it up because it boggles my mind that somebody could do that, all right? That's really putting yourself into another entire new role experience of seeing the world.
We are indeed drawing Labubu's 30-something.
Is that kind of like and I'm not a big literary person, but is that kind of like to me, wasn't Flowers for Algernon like that with a dude?
Yeah, I actually wrote a short story myself. I couldn't get anyone to bite on it, but it was a story about a kid who was mentally challenged in a group home, who is experimented on, and his IQ gets better, and he eventually escapes and wreaks terrible vengeance on the employees of the home. But the challenge was to describe his world in ways that it had to be very limited vocabulary, limited, the way he connects to the world. And I think that I was showing it to my friends and they were like, I think what they felt like it was too hard to read.
I mean, that's,
I don't know if I learned anything from that.
I mean, that was kind of like Clockwork Orange, right? Is the main meat of the book is written as if it's all like gang clicky, like future talk. And then at the last quarter, after the turn, after he's been reformed, it suddenly turns into high prose.
Who was that? The movie was that Roddy McDowell?
Yes, yeah.
Maybe. Such an amazing role.
All right, well, that is time.
Okay. I connected it.
Oh,
to
man, that's so good.
Oh yeah, Jose,
That's incredible, actually.
that's gorgeous. Absolutely.
Yes.
Wow.
I don't know if I would call it gorgeous.
Yeah.
La boo boo.
I mean, better than mine, but yeah.
It's not bad either, Tim.
Yeah.
Dude, you put more detail on the fur and stuff like that than I did.
Yeah, that's fair.
Nice.
All right. And our last prompt of the night. So you have a switch here, Jose. So I'll let you pick which one you want to go with.
Oh.
The two memes that are remaining for the year are, of course, everyone's favorite number combination that I'm sure you've heard a million times.
I have offered to punch kids for saying that.
Which, of course, is 6-7. So we can either find a way to incorporate 6-7 into a comic book character or setting or pose, or draw comic characters as the Coldplay couple. If you remember, all the way back at the beginning of the year, there was that CEO and his head of HR who got caught having an affair at a Coldplay concert.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
At the Coldplay concert, yes.
Yeah.
So, yes, 37. We'd love to have you on there. Yeah. So, Jose, which one are you feeling? Are you feeling Jose or 6-7 or Coldplay couple?
Oh, I'm gonna go with Coldplay couple.
Okay, so the last prompt of the night is drawing characters as the Coldplay couple.
Okay.
Oh man,
Greatness is coming.
2 windows of prompts, or not prompts, but our reference.
all right.
Okay.
It's almost weird to think about how this was earlier this year. It doesn't feel like it's the same timeline.
The memes that came from this was hilarious.
Yeah.
The one for the Coldplay couple?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it was, what is it? He went to the Coldplay concert with his secretary or something like that, right? Or somebody from the office. And they got on the cam that put them on, I guess, on the stage and whatnot, like on
They were on the couple cam, yeah.
Yeah, the couple cam. And so he was on it. They both like turned and ducked because
the vocalist of Coldplay literally said like, "Oh, they might be having an affair or something."
dude, it was so funny.
As it turns out.
As a matter of fact.
Nah, I just typed in memes for Coldplay.
Oh, dude, it was so good.
Oh yeah.
Oh Lord.
Huh.
I think this falls under that old umbrella of everybody's going to get 15 minutes of fame someday.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think that's exactly the type they wanted, but hey.
Oh yeah. It's 15 minutes of infamy, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll get more about later. Brent's just looking at memes now.
Yeah. Here's one with Danny DeVito and what looks like a giant ham.
They're so good, dude.
Shift up the heads a little bit. I'm gonna try and make it. I'm gonna try and reclaim it, and make it a little wholesome. I don't know.
Yeah, me too.
Oh Lord, that's a neck.
What the heck?
I'll just do heads first.
Memes. I enjoy memes like in large groups. I just don't go looking for them, and they don't seem to find me either. So I don't know. It's just another thing that I feel like if I look at it, I'll suddenly wake up and an hour will have gone by, and I should have been doing
That's
something
exactly what'll happen.
else.
Anybody have any plans for New Year's Eve?
We do just fun stuff at the house. We kind of do like hour by hour things. So we'll sit there and for an hour we'll play a video game, right? Like all of us share and play a fun game together. Or for an hour we'll watch a movie. It all culminates to an hour before New Year's, the ball dropping. We watch Blazing Saddles.
Nice.
Blazing Saddles is a tradition in my house that stems back to me and my best friend watching Blazing Saddles because Christmas Eve is his birthday.
Oh, okay.
So you only watch the first hour of it?
No, I watch the whole thing after.
Oh, so you just pause it for the ball to
We
drop?
start it, and then the ball drops, and then we go back to watching it.
I got you. Huh. Blazing Saddles.
Classic movie. Can't ever watch it nowadays, but
Huh. Well, my wife's not been feeling great, so we're probably just going to stay close to home, which means,
Blazing Saddles.
I don't think I could pay her to watch that with me, and there's probably a need to be together. So, but I have turned her into a horror movie aficionado, so
There you go.
we'll go in that direction. There is something about ringing in the new year with horror.
Still got to catch up on Christmas movies with the wife.
Oh, really?
We haven't even seen It's a Wonderful Life yet. But we like her and I we like to watch the Hallmark movies too. So there's Hallmark Christmas movies that we watch, and
I got turned onto a Hallmark Hanukkah Christmas hybrid movie that came out this year called Oi to the World. So I've been told that I need to watch that since I celebrate both.
Well, no, all of us have to watch it.
right now,
All right.
All right. Well, that is about time. I don't know how far you got, Jose.
okay.
Yeah.
Gonzo and the Flea.
Perfect.
Nice.
Again, the anatomy fell apart at a point, but I tried to go for Rogan Gambit.
Oh, you went all romantical.
I know. Yeah.
Huh.
That was fun.
Yeah. So that's been our Eve party, speed drawing party. So thank you to those of you who watched, and if there's our part of the Madness Network who want to participate the next time we do one of these, reach out to Pops or Roland, or if you have my socials, which not too many people do, let me know.
Even if you do, he's not going to answer. It'll be all right.
If you go on my Twitch chat, I'll probably have a better chance of getting a hold of me.
Righty.
That's not a bad body of work, gentles.
Yeah.
Not too shabby for, I was really fearful about doing speed drawings. I was like, oh man, I don't know how that's going to turn out.
I got a Deadpool and a Labubu that I feel like I can be proud of, but
I'm virtually certain no one in your neighborhood has anything like that.
That's true. Yeah, these are all one of a kind now.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
There we go. Maybe we'll hold on to these and we'll auction them for charity at the end of next year or something. I don't know.
Dude, that would be funny.
Yeah. Okay, but hopefully, Brent and Ron hopefully also had fun being vamping as kind of hanging out as we get ready to bring the new year.
Right.
Oh, totally. Wouldn't have missed it. Hey.
Absolutely. We will be back next week with a topic I need to put on the calendar, so we'll figure that out day of.
Should have a new Silverline title up next week as well.
We should. Yes. Yeah. So
got that to look forward to.
Absolutely, a lot to be aware of.
Yeah, I worked on two of the covers for it.
Yeah. But make sure to check out Wednesday Wham, Silver Sunday on their respective times. And again, thank you all for hanging out. We hope you all had let's be honest, we all had a 2025. It was certainly one of the years of all time.
Right? We lost some good people, and I want to say we gained some good people. I got family that just had babies. Pete, right? Didn't Pete just have a baby? So
yes.
I beat the big C for the third time in my life.
Yes.
Thank you, Lord. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, mixed bag, but hopefully you can all reflect and find more good than bad on it. And as we go into the next year, hopefully the arc of history leans towards justice and things just continue to improve.
Oh, quick question from everyone, just real fast. Do you have a goal for next year? Like, I never make resolutions because I'm never gonna reach them. But do you have a goal? Like one goal?
I do actually. I don't jump into it, but what I've been wanting to do, and I think, and I've already started on it a bit, but is to essentially go through and do a episodic self-published novel release through something like Wattpad or whatever.
Okay.
But essentially just go through and create a full novel and release it episodically for free, and just see what yields out of that.
That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually am just about ready to kibosh my second draft of my novel. So I'm really hoping my goal next year is to take next steps towards whatever I need to do with it. Probably involving another draft, maybe hiring an editor. I don't know. That whole thing is Byzantine, but I'm also like, it's fun to write. Maybe I should try to do something else with it. So we'll see.
Keep going with it.
As far as I am concerned, both sides of the coin, as of January the 1st, Airship 27 Productions is shutting the doors to any new submissions. We've been in operation 14, 15 years, and basically what's happened is we created a monster, and we have put out over 300 titles available on Amazon. And at present, I've got something like 20 to 25 books in the queue, anthologies and novels that just got to get published, that we got to wrap up, that we got to edit, that we got to illustrate, that we got to get covers for. So my art director, Rob Davis, and I sat down and said, well, you know what? Let's shut down new submissions, not the company, but new submissions.
Right.
And so we're devoting 2026 to hopefully clearing up that backlog of inventory and getting those books out. And if we go into 2027, so be it, until they're cleaned out, at which point we'll reopen submissions and maybe take things a little slower and a little bit more, planned out. On a personal level, I have got 3 comic book series that need to get wrapped up, i.e. each needs a final script. And my goal is by the end of the summer to have those 3 scripts finished off to the art teams, and I can take a long vacation and a break before I look at what else I want to tackle. So,
Right.
Well,
I want to actually like start streaming on like Whatnot drawing. Like today was actually the first time I ever like streamed myself drawing. Like even just for like our little speed drawings. I've never done it before. And so I want to start just not, I mean, if I sell stuff, great, but really it's just to get the experience of doing it, get in the habit of doing it. You know what I mean? And getting my face out there.
You really should.
Yeah.
Go for it. Totally.
That's my goal for this year. I'm gonna do that. And I got a friend that's on Whatnot. He's gonna help me on his Whatnot. I've been doing some stuff for him so that he can sell on his Whatnot. And you know what I mean? We're gonna work out the profit. Well, we've already worked out the profits, but you know what I mean? How we're gonna work it out. But yeah, I'm gonna start streaming on mine.
Good for you. Excellent.
So yeah, crazy. I've never done it before.
Hey, why not?
And I want to build a website.
Would you be crazy not to? I mean, you obviously know how to draw and you can make something out of nothing. Like writers, I love writing and I love writers, but we can't be filmed doing jack squat. There's just nothing to see. So that's when I envy the artists. So
Yep, totally, 100%.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's also when you submit yourself to humility and draw for comedic effect.
yes.
Okay. Yeah. But yes, it'll be a good year, and I think we all will have hoping and praying for us all to have great success in our creative endeavors. But
Amen.
We'll
Amen.
see you all in the next year.
Get better.
Yes, and Dave, hopefully we'll see Dave soon, and he gets better soon. But yeah, we'll see you all in the next year. But until that time,
Make mine.
Make mine.
Silverline.
Hey everyone, this is Jose Marzan Jr., inker for Marvel and DC, and make mine Silverline.